What's going on, guys? It's Cole, and welcome to GPS Season 10, Week 6. So this week, we go up against the currently 4-1 Simiwinny Sears. So, he's out of work. He got out at, 1 p.m. our time, 6 p.m. his time. Our battle should be in about 17 minutes. So let's take a look at his team, shall we? Alright, so it's weather versus weather. So we have, for his team, his S tier, Amoonguss, his A tier, Pelipper, his B tiers, Bronzong, Pachirisu, and Barraskewda, and his C tiers, Masquerain, Appleton, Squawkabilly, and Spidops, the worst Pokemon in the game. So I'm expecting him to bring Amoonguss, Pelipper, Bronzong, Pachirisu, Barraskewda, and then either Masquerain or Appleton, because those are the only two C tiers he's brought. Alright, so I will see you guys in the battle. So in about 17 minutes. Alright, so we are getting ready to battle against Simiwinny. So the team that he brought is not the team that I expected. Because he brought Amoonguss, Pelipper, Spidops, Barraskewda, Masquerain, and Bronzong. But anyway. So he starts off with Bronzong and Barraskewda, as I lead off with Garchomp and Rotom. So I protect Rotom, and I protect Garchomp. So he withdraws Bronzong, sends out Pelipper, expecting a fire move, as he immediately terras Barraskewda, which is a ground type. So I'm expecting Barraskewda to be Swift Swim. So I'm like, okay, he's going to be faster than Garchomp. So with Rotom out, anticipating the water move, so we go into Terra Steel, which I forgot to rename. That was when I was just making the Terra type, so I would remember what its Terra was going to be. So yeah, Garchomp should not have outsped here, as Liquidation brings Garchomp low, Rushkin hurts it, the Rocky Helmet hurts it, and it dies to its own life form. So as soon as I outsped Barraskewda, I'm like, I'm sorry, what's going on here? Why did Garchomp outspeed? And now, one of the downsides to having the VGC rules is that there is no sleep clause, so he can put as many Pokemon as he wants to sleep. So the Protect stops the Hurricane as I Baton Pass out, knowing I'll be faster than Amoonguss. As he goes to Spore Vaporeon. If you notice, Vaporeon has no attacks at all. Pelipper protects. And of course Outrage hits the Pelipper, because why wouldn't it? And obviously Terra Blast hits Pelipper because I targeted it. So Garchomp will be going to sleep. But now that Toedscruel is an electric type, it can go to sleep as well. So I then send out Rotom as he sends out Bronzong. Terra Blast does a small amount of damage to Bronzong. Like only a quarter. Toedscruel goes to sleep. As Bronzong protects. Which means Rotom will now be going to sleep. He switches out Amoonguss into Pelipper. Rotom sleeps. Garchomp sleeps. Bronzong gets up Trick Room. because he decided to go the slow defensive route against my fast offensive team. Bronzong goes for Protect. Rotom wakes up and goes for Protect. Garchomp sleeps again. Pelipper Surf hits Protect and will kill Garchomp. So basically, Bronzong, Pelipper, and Amoonguss are the perfect trio to counter my team, because Bronzong has Levitate, and Pelipper is immune to ground move, which means it and Pelipper are both immune to ground moves. Amoonguss takes neutral damage from ground moves and resists Pelipper's electric weakness. Bronzong is weak to fire, but the rain from Pelipper dampens that. Obviously, also Amoonguss is weak to fire. They all Amoonguss 4 times resists grass. Bronzong resists grass. Pelipper is neutral to grass. So yeah, like I said, this is literally the perfect trio to counter the 4 Pokemon that I brought. Also because Vaporeon has no attacks. So we're just going to skip to near the end of the battle because this thing goes to time. Okay, so we have a minute to the end of the battle. So basically, everything except for Vaporeon died to Pelipper's Surf. So yeah, like I said, game will go to time, but he wins because obviously he has 3 Pokemon remaining. So I'll see you guys in game 2. Alright, so game 2. That showed me a lot of things, that he's definitely going the slow and defensive route versus the all-out offense, which I should have figured from what the team that he brought. But I wasn't 100% sure. So game 2, we are leading off with Bombirdier and Toedscruel. With Rotom and Garchomp in the back, because I am not bringing Vaporeon. That thing is basically a curse on me with no attacks. So he leads off with Masquerain and Pelipper. As like I said, I lead off with Bombirdier and Toedscruel. So obviously the Intimidate doesn't help me much, because Bombardier is now at -1, even though it's banded. So I expected him to terrestrialize Masquerain, which he does into a ground type. Pelipper protects. As Leaf Storm hits the protect. Bug Buzz does massive damage. And Stone Edge does a small amount. Probably should have Sucker Punched there, but I thought maybe he was going to switch. So we switch out into Rotom, as he switches Masquerain out. Into Amoonguss, as Stone Edge brings Pelipper to yellow. Surf procs Rapasho Berry. Doesn't do too much. So Volt Switch comes off. So we sent out Garchomp, who took some damage from Surf. So he withdraws Amoonguss. Goes back into Masquerain to get the Intimidate off. Stone Edge does very little. Outrage goes off into Amoonguss, does a small amount of damage, as Bug Buzz kills Bombirdier. As the rain goes away. I go into Rotom. Amoonguss protects as well. Outrage hits Masquerain and kills it. So he sends out Bronzong. Garchomp protects itself, it doesn't hit itself in confusion. Rotom hits a Volt Switch. So, I mean, obviously you can tell from how this battle's going that I'm going to lose again. And obviously there's, only a few minutes left in the video. But anyway. We'll continue on, but yeah, no, I lose. So feel free to check out his channel. Links in the description. He does another Battle League as well, the PTG. So, again, feel free to check him out. As Clear Smog will kill Toedscruel, Rotom, and Garchomp versus the annoying trio. And Garchomp hits itself in confusion, because of course it does. So we send Rotom back out. And I mean, it's basically all but over. There's like 2 minutes left in my recording. So I Terra Ground just for no reason at all. Because I'm curious to see how much Terra Blast does to this thing. As Psychic kills Garchomp. And of course he hits a Spore. I mean, obviously it doesn't. It's not going to miss, but anyway. Psychic brings us down to 41. Fierce Mod brings us down to 30. We wake up. Hit Terra Blast. And do like 30 damage to that thing. So good game to Simiwinny. Next week, which as I said before, I'm recording this on my birthday, July 5th. So that would be, next week is actually this Friday, so in like 2 days, we're going up against Juan and the New York Yankees. So I will see you guys later. Bye.
Bye-bye.